Yeah. Yeah, I got outbursts on autopilot, rage on cruise, my mouth spin first. Logic hits snooze, if patience a plane, I hijack quick. I freestyle threats, then regret that pick. Therapist said think, I said I tried. Brain put eject, emotional skydive. Mom said count to 10, cue suggestion. I count my grudges, pop quiz aggression. RSVP, panic, FA life. Seatbelt off, turbulence wife. That's immature, I said define. He goes hit twice as paternal design. Pre-order remorse like midnight drops. Deliver the shame, signature crops. If calm got rules, I break that riot. Mouth run wild, on got no pilot. Hey, yeah, outbursts on autopilot. Crash that calm. I punch my thoughts with a sweaty palm. Outbursts on autopilot. Say it fast. I light a fuse, then finish last. Outbursts on autopilot. No remorse. I T-bone peace like a contact sport. Outbursts on autopilot. That's my flaw. I yell for bars, break the law. Yeah, I fire off ranch with no safeties on. My temper do cardio, never withdraw. I schedule conflict like a daily pill. Wash it with caffeine, hostile thrill. I lead to conclusions like Olympic tries. Argue with shadows, conspiracy lies. I rate tone wrong like a drunk translator. Pick 5 fights, then blame an narrator. I never preview the damage I make. I just promote chaos, critics awake. If Middlemas asks for a quiet seat, I stage dive panics, front row heat. My remorse double booked in shame hotels. Check in smooth, check out fails and maturity not. I riot, signature move, done autopilot. Outbursts on autopilot. Press that switch, I sabotage peace like a private glitch. Outbursts on autopilot. Bottom line, I fight my shadow, lose zones on time. Purpose on autopilot, let it snap. I burn my plans, then call it rap. Outbursts on autopilot, that's my lane. No breaks, no pause, just rage and shame.
You, you. Fight up now, boy. Control now. Yeah. I run unpaid, emotional labor like a side gig hustle. Do damage control with a duct tape muzzle. I coach grenades to identity puzzles. Hug they panicked and juggle rebuttals. Mom said, listen, dad said serve. I became customer service for every nerve. I triage strangers with zero reserve. My empathy bankrupt, I still preserve. I host an FT, caffeine prep, baby seed breakdowns. Bargain with death, if peace need paychecks, I'm high on death. They comp their trauma, emotional chef. They ask advice like I owe that time. Ask for a therapist and steal my rhyme. My feelings in turning overtime. HR for grief, I sign that line. Yeah. Unpaid emotion, I labor. Run that bill with no favor. Unpaid emotion, I labor. You won't call my gig grabber. Unpaid emotion, I labor. No compensation, no sabor. Unpaid emotion, I labor. You break down, I'm your neighbor. Yeah, I fix your panic like a moral janitorial. Scrub out storms with sarcasm to yo, but you want sympathy on a silver tray. Cool tip included in emotional decay. I track your doom like a customer ticket, log your fears, triage, throttling, kick it, give closure, a drug. You want me to lick it, taste your sorrow, process and pick it. I'm a trauma auditor, filing receipts. Lost prevention for emotional beats. If guilt needs space, it steals my seats. If shame need rent, my ribcage lease. Dad said boundaries, few requests. My kindness repossess my chest. If feeling need invoices, that interest, I'm still unpaid. I'm emotional witness. Yeah. Unpaid emotion, I labor. Scan that pain like a translator. Unpaid emotion, I labor. Break that with no mediator. Unpaid emotion, I labor. I hold scars like a child tour. Unpaid emotion, I labor. Verdict in egulator. Yeah.
Yeah, I got sarcasm, support animal, walking my leash. Emotional service clown, trained to breach. If anxiety bark, he bite back twice. Deliver punchlines like terrible advice. Doctors at therapy, I said I brought mine. He roll his eyes when my jokes cross the line. My comfort pet heckle every move swing. Emotional crutch with a handmade sting. I pet my trauma like good boy sit and tell a dark joke. Emotional misfit. I got a dog tag labeled a panic assist, but my sarcasm growl, certified twist. Mom said open up, I said I did. Look at these jokes, emotional skid. If coping need hugs, wrong catalog. I raise my punchlines like problem dogs. Sarcasm, support animal, heal that fear. I laugh out loud till the pain get near. Sarcasm, support animal, service tag. I drag my baggage like a humble brag. Sarcasm, support animal, stay on pace. I treat my wounds like a stand-up stage. Sarcasm, support animal, no remorse. Emotional leash, off course, yeah.
He nipped that guilt with a savage jaw. Emotional paperwork stuck in his paw. I tried breathing techniques, he chewed them at them. Beat on a checklist title, fix all that. He allergic to earnest conversations. Needs of remorse, no medication. I don't cuddle grief, I feed it noise. Reward panic like misbehaved boys. Dad said on feelings, I said define feel. It's panic and now or a raw deal. My sarcasm shaped like I'm so shocked. Service animal pacing, my scatterplot thoughts. He snarl at hope, bark at faith. Act like serotonin, escape the break. The killing these rules, he break each panel. Man's best friend, no, my sarcastic mammal. Yeah. Sarcasm, support animal, full attack. Lick old wounds, then talk them back. Sarcasm, support animal, last command. Sit with trauma, he said, stand. Sarcasm, support animal, that's my flaw. I cope incorrect, break every law. Sarcasm, support animal, that's my breed. Little panic, all I need.
Yeah, weaponized wounds with a who did who twist. Doom in the room with a humorous system. Gluing a bruise to a new cyclist. Then booming abuse in the cartoon gist. My coping mechanics and make metronome menace. I edit my headaches with deadpan tennis. Serve anxiety back unlicensed. Chemist turn therapy notes to a sarcasm premise. Catapult pain in the punchline physics. Misprint meds in the realm of logistics. Doctor said greed, but I ran analytics. Now Greek speak Greek and comedian linguistics. Shadowbox trauma with backspin grammar. Laugh track panic, can't laugh hammered. You want closure, I want F stand up. Bleed on a beat like a Ed sitting camera. Trauma with a punchline. Cut the fear in the drum design. Trauma with a punchline. If pain talk straight, I decline. Trauma with a punchline. I stitch jokes to a fractured spine. Trauma with a punchline. I laugh wrong just to stay alive. Yeah, I repurpose regret like a rental lens. Or record old stress like a documented trend. I export shame to a punchline blend. Import jokes, emotional end. Hyperbole, burglar with burglarized verbs. I serve my nerves with serialized slurs. If trust need rest, I swerve these curves. Reserve my words till the chorus blurs. Mom said talk, dad said pray. I said cool, y'all got lay away. I obstacle dread, then stand up play. Scope that threat in a Cabernet. If sadness knock, I mismatch keys. Lock that door with glitch disease. You want honesty? Take my fees. I clown my damage with the guillotine ease. Trauma with a punchline. I don't patch pain, I redesign. Trauma with a punchline. With a great laugh, no warning sign. Trauma with a punchline. Turn a kid joke on a deadline. Trauma with a punchline. Breathe wrong, I rhyme. Trauma with a punchline.
Yo, kids, how that day work? Yeah, I got outbursts on autopilot, rage on cruise, my mouth spin first, logic hit snooze. Pictures of plane, I hijack quick, I freestyle threats, then regret that pick. Therapist said, think I said I tried, brain pull eject, emotional skydive, mom said kinda 10. Cute suggestion, I count my grudges, pop quiz aggression. A RCP, panic to everyday life, seatbelt off, turbulence, wife. That's immature, I said define, he ghosted twice, that's maternal design. Pre-order remorse like midnight drives, deliver the shame. Signature crops, if calm got rules, I break that riot. Mouth on wild, don't need autopilot. Outbursts on autopilot, crash that calm. I punch my thoughts with a sweaty, steady pump. Outbursts on autopilot, say it fast. I light a fuse, then finish last. Outbursts on autopilot, no remorse. I T-bone peas like a contact sport. Outbursts on autopilot, that's my flaw. I yell for bars, break the law. Yeah, I fire off rants with no safety zone. My temper do cardio, never withdraw. I schedule conflict like a daily pill. Wash it with caffeine, hostile thrill. I leap to conclusions like Olympic tries. Argue with shadows, conspiracy lies. I read tone wrong like a drunk translator. Pick 5 fights, then blame the narrator. I never preview the damage I make. I just premiere chaos, critics awake. If my mode asks for a quiet seat, I staged out panic from row heat. My remorse double booked in shame hotels. Checking smooth, check out fails. Immaturity knock out riot, signature moves. Autopilot, press that switch. I sabotage peace like a private glitch. I burst on autopilot, bottom line. I fight my shadow, lose on time. I burst on autopilot, let it snap. I burn my plans, then call it rap. I burst on autopilot, that's my lane. No breaks, no pause, just rage and shame.
Yeah, I run unpaid emotional labor like a side gig hustle. Do damage control with a duct tape muzzle. I coach grown adults through identity puzzles. Hug they panic, then juggle rebuttals. Mom said listen, dad said it's served. I became customer service for every nerve. I triage strangers with zero reserve. My empathy bankrupt, I still preserve. I host interventions with caffeine breath. Babysit breakdowns, bother with death. If peace need paychecks, I'm high on theft. I cut they trauma, emotional chef. They ask advice like I owe that time. Ask for a therapist, steal my rhyme. I'm a feeling and turning over time. H for grief, I sign that line. Yeah. Unpaid emotional labor. I'm on that bill within no favor. Unpaid emotional labor. You won't call much, I get grabber. Unpaid emotional labor. No compensation, in no sabor. Unpaid emotional labor. Yeah. You break down, yeah. I'm your labor. Yeah. I fix your panic like I'm moral janitorial. Scrub out storms with sarcasm tutorial. You want sympathy on a silver like Rayon checker. You're doing like a customer ticket. Log your fierce triage and throttle and kick it. If closure a drug, you want me to lick it. Taste the sorrow, but process and pick it. I'm a trauma auditor filing receipts. Loss prevention for emotional beats. If guilt needs space, it's still my seats. If shame need rent, my ribcage lease. Dad said boundaries, cue requests. My kindness repossess my chest. If healing need invoices, add interest. We need relate an emotional witness. Unpaid emotional labor. Scan that pain like a translator. Unpaid emotional labor. Break that will, no mediator. Unpaid emotional labor. I hold scars like a corridor. Unpaid emotional labor. Verdict in no regulator.
LGL in the meat wet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my credit score for feeling somewhere below dirt. I default on trust, pay interest and hurt. My heart got flagged by fraud alert. Motion department, yo, sir, do not flirt. I overdrafted, hope that bank shut down. Check collection agency chasing me around. If love need collateral, wrong account. I got panic and savings in a small amount. Mom said invest, dad said commit. I said cool, but my numbers don't fit. My FBM on affection insane. I borrowed some joy, then repo the game. Therapist said grieve, I said calculate risk. My vulnerability on a blacklist. For compassion alone, I gotta pre-qualify, reject my approval, or watch me like credit score for feelings, too low. They didn't know my piece at the promo show. Credit score for feelings, no deal. I lease my heart just to fake what's real. Credit score for feelings, say it fast. I run good terms, then run too fast. Credit score for feelings, wrong chart. I co-sign pain to tear apart. Yeah, my emotions and collections, past due wreck. I negotiate guilt like a loan shark check. My empathy bounce like a rubber check trick. Bank said insufficient sarcasm, too thick. I refinance trauma with a punchline text. Write off hope, never pay it back. If trust need proof of funds, I'm broke. I counterfeit can't. Comedic club, dad said man up. Mom said heal. I said fine, but what's the interest deal? I got overdraft fees on affection and fear. One more attempt, decline my debt. I filed bankruptcy on emotional ties. Restart cycles, rebrand lives of adulthood, a mortgage. I'm mental health, I'm house poor painted. No stress over feelings, or that fail. I max out hope, then shred the mail. Credit score for feelings, that's my curse. I leverage grief and call it verse. Credit score for feelings, last breath. Follow myself, courage and charging trash. Credit score for feelings, pull that card. I'm too soft, too broke, hit hard.
Yeah. Yeah, my ego under investigation. Interrogation in a basement station. I redact truth with a panic translation. Overreact like a crisis nation. I self-indict with a witness list. Forget my flaws and a cease and desist. Mom said humble, I said I resist. I'm arrogant, poison the therapist's fist. I do reverse damage, vanish with pride. Flex on a room, a panic inside. Dad said earn it, I said I tried. Then doctor results like a foreign's guide. I do standable courage for cowardice. Crash test trust with a viral twist. If confidence need us publicists, my ego right now is like a narcissist. Ego under investigation. Rush that proof like no explanation. Ego under investigation. Flex then fold, no conversation. Ego under investigation. Run that high with no foundation. Ego under investigation. Speed dancing, no relation. I gaslight fear with a caffeine drip. Trash talk fate with a cracked ego lip. If shame won't calm, I skip skip that script. I throw receipts with a ziploc zip. Self-esteem run Ponzi schemes. Triple book hope like illusional dreams. I cosplay pride and designer seams and crumble quick like stitched up memes. Therapist said, sit with truth. I said true bail at the demo booth. If growth need proof, I spoof my youth. Rewrite files with a savage tooth. Confidence counterfeit, arrogance rented. Victory speech pre-recorded, edited. If joy won't credit it, did I plead not guilty. Still sweated. Ego under investigation. Yeah. Clip that high like devastation. Yeah. Ego under investigation. Yeah. No confess, just lubrication. Ego under investigation. Yeah. Scan that pride in my formation. Yeah. Ego under investigation. Did in, yeah. Pure inflation. Yeah. This is a leg of the tank. Yeah. I'm laughing through withdrawal. Crack a chuckle when my backbone fall. Track a struggle like a hack in a firewall. Panic on call, no protocol install. I'm a dopamine dropout, punchline bender. Endorphin lender with the R stress offender. Kinda E therapy, zero agenda. I detox fear with the snide addenda. Serotonin on strike. Demand a bonus, grim prognosis, clown hypnosis. If grief want grief in the focus dosage, I joke so dark it's hard losing focus. I binge remorse like a streaming folder, punch through shame with a brick and shoulder. If meds don't med, I get colder. Withdraw laugh is a bipolar smolder. Laughing through withdrawal, yeah. I misfire, panic, overshoot protocol, yeah. Laughing through withdrawal, I clown the shakes till the breakdown stall, yeah. Laughing through withdrawal, if hope too quiet, I install love call, yeah. Laughing through withdrawal, I relapse in the punchlines, relapse again, yeah. Deny the shakes like a fair weather friend. My tolerance curve set to pretend I'm a serotonin shoplifting vandal. Grab 3 joys, drop 2 at random. If guilty stillness, spit to my scandal. I spark a joke like a broken candle. Mom said heal, dad said grow. I said cool, give me half that dose. My half-life hype do overdose. Withdraw humor, comedy, prose. I stutter at peace like a glitch in a waveform. Snap at fate like a thunderstorm, brainstorm. If life need quiet, I deform. Drag my laughter through a chemical reform. Laughing through withdrawal, yeah. Mock that dread till my pride feel tall, yeah. Laughing through withdrawal. If meds don't land, I freestyle ball, yeah. Laughing through withdrawal, yeah. Shake that line till the walls dissolve, yeah. Laughing through withdrawal. Yeah. Yeah. Laughing through withdrawal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a panic mechanic with manic mechanics. I magnify static, emphatic, and havoc. A habit of grabbing the fragment of sadness. Expanded the planet size tragic like addicts. Micro product, macro volcano, detonate sentences. Drain my halo, therapists talk like minor delay. I turn that phrase to the demon late. Mom said breathe, I said bet. Hyperventilate, over exaggerate, escalate, detonate, celebrate. Worst case fate, like I love her that way. Catastrophize life at a runtime rate. One comment, paragraph 4. One whisper, category 4. One setback, funeral score. Reload fear like give me more. PhD and overreacting. Rapid fire, no distracting. Panic fraction turn to faction. Zero patient chain reaction. PhD and overreacting. Escalation main attraction. I make peace the smallest caption. Coming soon, never happen. Yeah. Coming soon, never happen. I curate terror with air and layers. I tailor despair and a prayer for failures. I quote my trauma with scholar behavior. I doctor the data, then call it paper cataclysm. Algorithm, rid of vision. Collide my decisions with precision. If faith need proof, I spoof revision. I rig my doom like Doom's commission. Dad said grow, I said define that. He goes like post, decline that. Mom said wait, mutate hate. Inflate stakes, debate fate, violate. I upscale wrong in the homicide thoughts. Cross out calm with a Sharpie blot. If hope got rules, I overplot. My PhD program cost a lot. Yeah. PhD and overreacting. Panic scholar, have a captain. I say dread in every action. Foot no fear with no retraction. PhD and overreacting. Full collapse, no redacting. Caps on thesis over mapping. Graduation still malfunction. PhD and overreacting. That's my lane, no contracting. No chill, no rest, just overacting. Dr. Doom, sediation lasting.
Penalty, it's hate on my man.
my man. Yeah, I'm crying on airplane mode, no calls allowed. My feelings buffering in the digital cloud. I ghost my sanity before we take off. Panic tags added, turbulence scarf. I'm wiping tears with a boarding pass. Emotional, carry on, overweight class. Flight attendant asked if I'm doing okay. I said define okay. I'll rap it all day. I'm a mile high mess with suppressed aggression. Buckle up grief like a TSA confession. If culture need Wi-Fi, I'm doomed on sight. My trauma need roaming. Flights ignite. Mom said breathe, dad said grow. I said cool, then I cried and wrote 24. If healing a destination on a discount code, my baggage fees grew. Emotional load. Crying on airplane mode, no text. I sobbed in silence, then panic, what's next? Crying on airplane mode, no proof. If pain was signal, I spoof. Crying on airplane mode, too loud. I hug my knees like anxiety proud. Crying on airplane mode, that's my zone. I free for fear, alone. Yeah, turbulence shake my serotonin bag. I treat breakdowns like frequent flyer swag. If hope got points, I downgraded twice. Comfort class trauma, emotional price. Doctor prescribed a mental itinerary, but I missed the gate. Panic involuntary, I snack on dread. Like a flight nuts, imposter syndrome in my storage goods. If growth require a landing, I change runways. Search for escape doors, anxiety always. I talk to fate through a crack at phone. Screaming at destiny, leave me alone. If joy wants selfies, wrong time stamp. I photobomb greed, a fear-based chant. If closure need customs, I bail that code. Declare my baggage, overload. Crying on airplane mode, one more lap. I circled out like a panic map. Crying on airplane mode, let's breath. I fight my shadow at 30,000 feet. Death. Crying on airplane mode, let me speak. I out-rap dread every week. Crying on airplane mode, close that file. New mask on, fake smile. Yeah, one more lap.
Yeah, I'm an impulse control fugitive running from calm. I jailbreak patience, hijack every qualm. If silence demand peace, I plead insane. I freestyle chaos like a cardiac chain. I double text doom, leave Veticate dead. Argue with voices that live in my head. I treat self-restraint like enemy troops. Ambush decisions in emotional loops. Mom said chill, I said define that word. Dad said think first, I said that's absurd. I press send early like I'm dodging shame. Then reread receipts, delete my name. I gamble on problems like scratch off fate. When one brag, lose three violate. If growth need discipline, wrong suspect. I ghost maturity, lack of respect. Impulse control fugitive, break that gate. I run for calm at a pang. Impulse control fugitive, no remorse. I sprint off logic like a failed divorce. Control fugitive, say it quick. I choose the worst option. That's my impulse control fugitive, no reprieve. Catch me dead, but I won't leave. Yeah, am I conscious right? Warrants for reckless biz. I sign autographs on emotional skids. I scroll temptation like a clearance rack. Bag 5 choices, return none back. I don't phone patience, I block that number. Rage napalm dream, bad slumber. I schedule regret like a morning chore. Brew paranoia, ask for more. That therapist said count breaths, then wait. I said I'll count bars, retaliate. If karma want bail, I keep receipts. I diet on guilt, internal cheats. I'm allergic to hold up, breaking hives. My mouth jump fences, where trouble thrives. If wisdom speaks slow, wrong narrative. Let my motto carve impulse fugitive, fugitive, last offense. I leak adrenaline through common sense. Post control fugitive, out on bond. Logic got mugged, I'm beyond. Post control fugitive, in that chase. I fold good choices without a trace. Post control fugitive, that's my path. Burn first, regret, late, them math.
Yeah, my credit score for feeling somewhere below dirt. I default on trust, pay interest and hurt. My heart got flagged by a fraud alert. Emotion department yell, sir, do not flirt. I overdrafted it, hold that bank shut down. Tear collection agency chasing me around. If love need collateral, wrong account. I got panic and savings in a small amount. Mom said invest, dad said commit. I said cool, but my numbers don't fit. My AP on affection insane. I bought some joy, then repo the game. Therapist said grieve, I said calculate risk. My vulnerability on a blacklist. If compassion alone, I gotta pre-qualify. Reject my approval, watch me lie. Credit score for feelings, too low. They deny my piece at the promo show. Credit score for feelings, no deal. I lease my heart just to fake fake, what's real? Credit score for feelings, say it fast. I run good turns and run too fast. Wrong charge, I co-sign pain, tear apart. Yeah, credits, yeah, my emotions in collections. Past due wreck, I negotiate guilt like a loan shark check. My empathy bounce like a rubber check trick. Bank said insufficient, sarcasm too thick. I refine this trauma with a punchline tax. Write off hope, never pay it back. If trust need proof for funds, I'm broke. I counterfeit care, comedy cloak. Dad said man up, mom said heal. I said fine, but what's the interest deal? I got overdraft fees on affection and fear. One more attempt, decline my dear. I filed bankruptcy on emotional ties. Restart cycles, rebrand lives. If adulthood a mortgage on mental health, I'm house poor pain, no stealth, no still. Credit score for feelings, mark that fail. I max out hope, then shred the mail. Credit score for feelings, that's my curse. I leverage grief and call it verse. Credit score for feelings, last breath. I loan myself courage and charge interest. Credit score for feelings, pull that card. I'm too soft, too broke, hit hard. Yeah, credit score. Yeah, I'm crying on airplane mode, no calls allowed. My feelings buffering in the digital cloud. I ghost my sanity before we take off. Panic attacks at it, turbulent scars. I'm wiping tears with a boarding pass. Emotional carry on, low weight class. Flight attendant ask if I'm doing okay. I said define okay. I'll rap it all day. I'm a mile high mess with suppressed aggression. Buckle up grief like a TSA confession. If cause you need Wi-Fi, I'm doomed on sight. My trauma need roaming flights ignite. Mom said breathe, dad said grow. I said cool, then I cried and rolled 24. If feeling congestion on a discount code, my baggage fees grew. Crying on airplane mode, no text. I sob in silence, then panic. What's next? Crying on airplane mode, no proof. If pain wants signal, no, I spoof. Crying on airplane mode, too loud. I hug my knees like anxiety, proud. Crying on airplane mode, that's my zone. That's my free fall fear. Wanna know, yeah. Turbulence shake my serotonin back. I treat breakdowns like frequent fly swag. If hope got points, I downgraded twice. Comfort class trauma, emotional price. Doctor prescribed a mental itinerary, but I missed the gate, panic involuntary. I snack on dread like in flight nuts. Imposter syndrome in my storage guts. If growth require landing, I change runways. Search for escape doors, anxiety always. I talk to fate through a cracked headphone. Screaming at destiny, leave me alone. If joy wants selfies, wrong timestamp. I photobomb grief like a fear-based champ. If closure need customs, I bail that code. To clear my baggage, overload. Grind on airplane mode, one more lap. I circled out like a panic map. Grind on airplane mode, last breath. I fight my shadow 30,000 feet in death. Grind on airplane mode, let me speak. I out-rap dread every week. Grind on airplane mode, close that file. New mask on, fake smile. Yeah. I got sarcasm, support animal, walk on my leash. Emotional service clown, train to breach. If anxiety bark, he bite back twice. Deliver punchlines like terrible advice. Doctor said therapy, I said I brought mine. He roll his eyes when my jokes cross the line. My comfort pet heckle every move swing. Emotional crutch with a handmade sting. I put my trauma like good boy sit. Then tell a dark joke, emotional misfit. I got a dog tag label, don't panic assist. But my sarcasm growl, certified twist. Mom said open up, I said I did. Look at these jokes, emotional skid. If coping need hugs, wrong catalog. I raise my punchlines like I problem dogs. Sarcasm support him. Heal that fear, I laugh out loud till the pain get near. Support him. Service tag, I drag my baggage like a humble peer. Support him. Stay on pace, I treat my wounds like a stand-up stage. Support him. No remorse, emotional leash, of course. Yeah, he knit back guilt with a savage jaw. Emotional paperwork stuck in his paw. I try breathing techniques, he chewed the mat, then peed on a checklist titled to fix all that. He allergic to earnest conversations. Sneeze at remorse, no medication. I don't cuddle beef, I feed it noise. Reward panic like must be a noise. Dad said own feelings, I said define feel. It's panicking now, no word raw deal. My sarcasm shake like espresso shots. Service animal pace, my scatter plot thoughts. He snarl at hope, bark at faith. Act like serotonin, escape the wraith. If healing need rules, he break each panel man's best friend. My sarcastic memo. Sarcasm support him. Full
bullet attack. Lick old wounds, then talking that get some support in my last command. Sit with drama, he setting that get some support in my that's my flaw. I cope and correct, break every day. Some support in my that's my breed. Load of paint, all I need.
Yeah, go under investigation, interrogation in a basement station. I redact truth with a panic translation, then overreact like a crisis nation. I self-indict with the witness list. Forget my flaws and cease and desist. Mom said humble, I said I resist. I'm arrogant, poison the therapist's fist. I do reverse damage, vanish with pride. Flex on a rumor, panic inside. Dad said earn it, I said I tried. Then doctor results like a forensics guide. I do stunt double courage for cowardice. Crash test trust with a viral twist. If confidence need a publicist, my ego run ads like a narcissist.
Ego under investigation, rush that proof like no explanation. Ego under investigation, flex and fold, no conversation. Ego under investigation, run that high with no foundation. Ego under investigation, speed that's in, no realization.
I gaslight fear with a caffeine drip. Trash talk fate with a cracked ego lip. If shame won't calm, I skip that script. I throw receipts with a ziplock zip. Self-esteem, run Ponzi schemes. Triple book hope like delusional dreams. I cosplay pride and design it seems, then crumble quick like stitched up memes. Therapist said, sit with truth. I said true, bail at the demo booth. If growth need proof, I spoof my youth. Rewrite files with a savage truth. Confidence counterfeit, arrogance rented. Victory speech pre-recorded, edited. If Joe want credit by debited, I plead not guilty. Still sweated.
Ego under investigation, clip that high like devastation. Ego under investigation, no confess, just lubrication. Ego under investigation, scan that pride, malformation. Ego under investigation, verdict in pure inflation. Ego under investigation. Ego under investigation. Ego under investigation. Ego under investigation.
Hey, you don't say it, ain't no way. This is not middle of the thing. Hey, hey, yeah, I'm a panic mechanic with manic mechanics. I manifest static, emphatic, and havoc. A habit of grabbing a fragment of sadness, expanded the planets. I tragic like addicts. Micro problem, a macro volcano. Detonate sentences, drain my halo. Therapist taught like minor delay. I turn that phrase to deep day melee. Mom said breathe, I said bet. Hyperventilate, over exaggerate, escalate, detonate, celebrate. Worst case fate, like I love that weight. Catastrophize life at a runtime rate. One comment, paragraph war. One whisper, category 4. One setback, funeral score. Reload fear, like give me more. They should not be no leader. May being overreacting. Rapid fire, no distracting. Panic fraction, turn to faction. Zero patient, chain reaction. Escalation, main attraction. I make peace the smallest caption. Coming soon, never happen. They should not be no leader. I curate terror with error and layers. I tailor despair and the prayer for failures. I quote my trauma with scholar behavior. I doctor the data, then call it paper. Cataclysm, algorithm, rhythm, division. Collide my decision with more precision. If faith need proof, I spoof revision. I rig my doom like commission. Dad said grow, I said define. Daddy ghost like bro. Decline that. Mom said wait, I mutate, hate, inflate stakes, debate, fate, violate. I upscale wrong in a homicide thoughts. Cross out calm with a Sharpie blot. If hope got rules, I overplot. My PhD program cost a lot. Yeah, being overreacting. Panic scholar, have it captain. I start dreading every action. Foot no fear with no retraction. PhD in overreacting. Full collapse, no redacting. Capstone thesis, over mapping. Graduation still my function. PhD in overreacting. That's my lane, no contracting. No chill, no rest, just overacting. Dr. Doom. Dissertation lasting.
I'm laughing through withdrawal. Crack a chuckle when my backbone fall. Check a struggle like a hack in a firewall. Ping on call, no protocol install. I'm a dopamine dropout, punchline bender. Endorphin lender with an unstressed offender. Cotty therapy is your agenda. I detox fear with a snot addenda. Serotonin on strike, demand a bonus. Grim prognosis, clown hypnosis. Grief on grief in a focus dosage. I joke so dark it's it losing focus. I binge remorse like a streaming folder. Punch through shame with a brick and shoulder. If meds don't med, I get colder. Withdraw, laugh is as bipolar smolder. Yeah. Laughing through withdrawal. I misfire, panic over shoot protocol. Laughing through withdrawal. I climb the shakes to the breakdown stall. call. Yeah, I relapse into punchlines, relapse again. Deny the shakes like a fair weather friend. My tolerance curves, start to pretend. I quote my dread like a sponsored trend. I'm a serotonin shoplifting vandal. Grab 3 joys, drop 2 at random. If guilt needs stillness, sit to a scandal. I spark a joke like a broken candle. Mom said heal, dad said grow. I said cool, give me half that dose. My half-life hype, do overdose. Withdraw humor, calm a pose. I stutter at peace like a glitch in a waveform. Snap a fate like a thunderstorm, brainstorm. If life need quiet, I deform. Drag my laughter through as chemical reform. Yeah. Laughing through a draw. Yeah. Mock that dread till my pride feel tall. Laughing through a draw. If meds don't land, I freestyle gall. Laughing through a draw. Shake that line till the walls dissolve. Laughing through a draw. Wrong reaction, right resolve.
Yeah. I'm an impulse control fugitive, running from calm. I jailbreak patience, hijack every qualm. If silent demand peace, I plead insane. I freestyle chaos like a cardiac chain. I double text doom, leave etiquette dead. Argue with voices that live in my head. I treat self-restraint like enemy troops. Ambush decisions in emotional loops. Mom said chill, I said define that word. Dad said think first, said that's absurd. I press send early like I'm dodging shame, then reread receipts, delete my name. I gamble on problems like scratch off fate. Win 1 brag, lose 3 violate. If growth need discipline, wrong suspect. I ghost mature, repeat lack of respect. I'm a numb, impulse control fugitive. Break that gate, I run from calm out of panic. Impulse control fugitive, no remorse. I sprint off logic like a failed divorce. Impulse control fugitive, say it quick. I choose the worst option, that's my trick. Impulse control fugitive, no reprieve. Catch me dead, but I won't leave. Yeah, my conscience write warrants for reckless biz. I sign autographs on emotional skids. I scroll temptation like a clearance rack. Bag 5 choices, return them back. I don't phone patience, I block that number. Rage, napalm, dream, bad slumber. I schedule regret like a morning chore. Brew paranoia, ask for more. Therapist said count breaths then wait. I said I'll count bars, retaliate. If karma want bail, I keep receipts. I diet on guilt, internal cheats. I'm allergic to hold up breaking hives. My mouth jump fences where trouble thrives. If wisdom speaks slow, wrong narrative. My motto card, impulse contuted it. I'm a numb, impulse control fugitive. Last offense, I leak adrenaline through common sense. Impulse control fugitive, out on bond. Logic got mugged, I'm beyond. Impulse control fugitive, end that chase. I fold good choices without a trace. Impulse control fugitive, that's my path. Burn first, regret late, do the math. Yeah.
It's your arrow cheat on the theme. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, Urbanized wounds with a who did who twist doom in a room with a humor assist. I'm gluing a bruise to a new cyclist, then boom and abusing the cards and just my couple minute use. I'm getting echelon minutes. I edit my headaches with deadpan tennis. Serve anxiety back unlicensed chemist. Turn therapy nose to a sarcasm premise. Get a pole pain in the punchline physics. Misprint meds in the rhythm logistics. Stuck I said greed, but I ran analytics. Now grief speak Greek and immediate linguistics. Shadowbox trauma with backspin grammar. Laugh track panic, can't laugh hammer. You want closure, I want stamina. Bleed on a beat like an acid in camera. Trauma with a punchline. Cut that fear in a drum design. Trauma with a punchline. If pain talk straight, say I decline. Trauma with a punchline. I stitch jokes to a fractured spine. Trauma with a punchline. I laugh wrong just to stay alive. Yeah, I repurpose regret like a rental lens. Record old stress like a mass documented trend. I export shame to a punchline blend. Import jokes, emotional end. Hyperbola burglar with burglarized verbs. I serve my nerves with serialized slurs. If trust me, rest, I swerve these curves. Reserve my words to the chorus blurs. Mom said talk, dad said pray. I said cool, y'all got layaway. I upcycle dread in a stand-up clay. Scope that threat in a cabernet. If sadness knock, I mismatch keys. Lock that door with glitch disease. You want honesty, take my fees. I clown my damage with a guillotine ease. Yeah, trauma with a punchline. I don't patch pain, I redesign. Trauma with a punchline. Open grade laugh, no warning sign. Trauma with a punchline. Tourniquet joke on a deadline. Trauma with a punchline. Breathe wrong, I find. Breathe wrong, I rhyme.